Got vision and destiny. Add elemental, that's chemistry. All those heroes, that's infinity. It's endgame. That's
Yugi peoples, welcome to the commentary. Alright, so this one right here is my finals match with Floowandereeze on my pure Destiny hero deck. So yeah, you saw the deck profile for it. I think I did mention this match in it. And yeah, I did end up losing this game, but you know, sometimes it is important to go and look at your losses. One of the things to note about this deck is that I'm not really playing, I'm not main decking any hand traps. All the hand traps are in the side deck, but fortunately his starting turn was not all that great. Mine's is really not all that great either, but you know, we start off with that poly, and we're going to be able to go into, we're going to be able to make dangerous using denier and shadow mist, and then we'll use shadow mist effect to go ahead and add Vion from our deck to our hand. We're going to normal summon the Vion. He gets impermed on his sin effect, which is, you know, fine and good. One of the things is like, you know, most decks don't main deck, what is it, spell and trap removal, and we do have the Gozen match, which is really good against Floowandereeze because, you know, they're water and wind, and I think they might have another attribute off in there too, but we're going to use dangerous effect, dropping our decider to go ahead and send Mally to the graveyard, and then we're going to go ahead and do some cross crusader stuff. That way I can add, I think I wasn't really trying to add anything in particular. I actually could have probably did something a little bit better than this. I should have been, was I trying to Dark Angel him? Nah, but I definitely should have been able to make, what's his name here? To be able to make, oh yeah, I was going to go ahead and Dark Angel him since I do have the Gozen match. I decided to go ahead and do that. We're going to banish the Mally to special summon out Mally to the board. Then I do believe we will be able to, oh, this is where I messed up at. I forgot to make Wonder Driver first. I forgot to make Wonder Driver first, and then special summon Denier there. And then I was gonna get the poly and then, you know, attack with all the stuff, be able to poly the dangerous and the denier together to make my DPE. But unfortunately, I messed that up. So we end up making the Dread Decimator here. And we have to remember that the dangerous does have boosted attack because of his sin. And yeah, so that was one play mistake that I made, but that mistake is not going to end up costing me the game because, like I said, I do have the Gozen match here, and we're going to be able to go ahead and Dark Angel him. And during the standby phase, we go ahead and flip up the Gozen match. And yeah, this is pretty much going to be the end of it for him. I mean, like, his life points are really low, so even if he did switch the Dark Angel to attack position and like attack into it, it would pretty much just kill him and stuff. So yeah, he ends up activating the continuous spell and just forgot that it would get negated and destroyed. You know, it's been a while since people have seen Dark Angel over here in my area just because we haven't been playing it. So yeah, so we take game one pretty easily. You know, Gozen match is like one of those cards that in certain matchups is just gonna automatically win it for you. And then plus Floowandereeze tends to have an issue with breaking from time to time, even though they play so many draw cards. They play Prosperity and what is the other card? The Pot of Duality and stuff and everything. But yeah, so now against this deck, board breakers are okay, but you know, it's a whole lot easier to just draw them and end up winning the game. So we do side draws in here. No cross out being sided in here because, you know, I'm pretty, like, as far as I know, most Floowandereeze don't play hand traps. But we're going to find out later on that for some reason, his build of Floowandereeze is playing multiple hand traps in it. I think I'm going to get hand trapped 3 times in game, what is it, in game 3. So yeah, I should have noticed that he was playing hand traps right there when he goes into the Prosperity, and you see the Ash, which, you know, just like negligence on my part, not paying attention to what my opponent is doing just because it's Floowandereeze. Like I already know what they're gonna do. They're gonna normal summon, then they're gonna normal summon, and then they're gonna normal summon again, and then continue to normal summon until they add like trap cards and spell cards to their hand. So yeah, there you go. See all the normal summoning stuff there. To keep him from getting the trap, we are going to go ahead and Valor on the imping, but he has second imping, so he's still able to get to the trap. You know, I feel like if you don't feel like you can stop like most of the little birds and stuff, at least try to stop the big one. You can stop him from getting the the trap card, which is, you know, pretty strong. But fortunately, I do have like super poly, and I have tactics, which is really good. We're gonna normal summon the Vion, send the Shadow Mist, and he's going to start doing Rabina stuff here. I wish he had started off with Imping so that I could just go ahead and, not Imping, but Eagling. So I could go ahead and just super poly them off. But down comes the Eagling. I am going to think for a second on whether or not I want to go ahead and just super poly here, or if I want to wait for him to bring out the, either, what's his name? I was thinking like the Mist Valley, but because I have Vion out there on the board, I'm pretty sure he would go into Raza, and, you know, it's like even though I confuse all that stuff together, Raza would still do it. But he did have another little bird in his hand, so he's able to go ahead and do Raza anyway. And that's really, really, really going to mess me up because it's going to like put stuff on top of my deck that I don't want on top of my deck. So I do believe my draw for turn would be the Disc Commander, and then after that it would be the Vion. So yeah, it kind of messed me up a little bit here, because even if I activate the talents to draw two, I'm gonna draw two dead cards that I can't do anything with. But at the same time, I have to do something with it, because looking at his hand is not going to make a difference, because, you know, he's just able to get the little birds back and, you know, just do little bird stuff anyway. So it's not gonna, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and tactics to draw the two cards, which he knows what it is, and then we just throw the tactics away. But unfortunately in this hand, you know, I don't know. I don't know if there was a better way I could have played that in order to give myself a chance to win that game. Maybe I should have waited. Nah, I guess it didn't really make a difference, because either way, he had the other little bird, so he had another way to get the Raza out there on the board. So yeah, I just don't think it really mattered in that situation. I was just like down bad, and the point that he had, you know, multiple little birds, and then he had multiple impings to get around the fake Valor. And so yeah, I guess that just is what it is sometimes. He was really meant to just win this game. And you see the Raza come down again, and Rabina, and he's still doing Floowandereeze stuff. And there goes the what is this? I think it's Toucan. And then there goes the Mist Valley Thunderbird. He's got the continuous spell to shuffle and draw, and he's got more back rows. And yeah, there's just no way I'm going to be able to play through all this stuff. We're going to normal summon the Vion. He flips up the Feather Storm, and that is going to be it for me. So yeah, going into this game too, you know, I'm kind of thinking I don't really need like the super poly and such. You know, I'm going to try to rely on hitting them with the Gozen. We're going to side out the Rivalry, of course, and then we're going to try to Dark Angel lock him with Spellbounds off inside of there, in which Spellbound is like doubly good against them, because then they can't use the little birds to tribute them to normal summon his big birds and stuff. So yeah, it actually comes in pretty good handy. As you can see, I sided out the cards like Thrust and stuff, because like I said, I wasn't paying attention to when he prosperity, and to realize that he was playing hand traps. But we did leave a super poly in there, just because like I hate when they have like Impin and Mist Valley out there, or, you know, they start going into like Impin Riser plays. That way we can just super poly them when they have the two wind monsters out there on the board. And yeah, so we are going to decide to go first in this game. And Yeah, I want to say like the game, it starts off really bad because in standby phase, he hits me with the shifter, I do believe, to just start things off. And, like against Hero, in the deck like this, it's pretty bad. Not only that, but I opened up with all monsters here, which you can see is really bad, and not even a starter card. So I end up not doing anything. He's going to activate there goes. You see the shifter over there. He's got the prosperity. He gets the field spell. He's going to activate the effect of the field spell. He's going to, do Rabina, Eaglin stuff. Comes to Eaglin, we're going to Ash there. Since he didn't have another little bird banished in order to chain block, he's going to be able to attack with both of the little birds, which is not like too much damage and such, but it is what it is. We're going to Destiny draw with that Mally, no hand trap. We're going to draw 2 cards, and it actually gives me some plays. We got the Polymerization. We're able to fuse our Disc Commander and our Shadow Mist again to go ahead and make that dangerous. We're going to use our Shadow Mist effect. It's going to get Ash there, and yeah, that was very critical Ash there, but we are still going to be able to go. Since we haven't committed a normal summon, we could actually use Cross Crusader to try and go get our Valiant again. But when we bring out the Cross Crusader, try to target dangerous, he's also got the Ghost Bell. So as you can see, he hit me with 3 different hand traps. He hit me with the shifter, hit me with the Ash, hit me with the Ghost Bell, and yeah, it's just like, kind of enough to just do me in there. And I was thinking, looking back on this match, that maybe there was a point in which I possibly could have won, but looking back on it now, I just don't see how I could have done it. And looking at Cross Crusader now, trying to decide if I want to summon this Dark Angel. I go ahead and summon the Dark Angel on myself so that I contribute it with Cross Crusader's effect to go ahead and grab Vion. Of course, I can't normal summon it this turn, but I wanted to go ahead and get it. He already ashed and stuff, so that way it doesn't get ashed again. But we do have the Spellbound, so I'll be able to flip that in the standby phase to keep him from getting his being able to tribute off the little birds. I actually decided not to attack into him either, so that he can't do like chain blocking and stuff with him. But he does end up drawing the other little bird with the field spell, or he uses the field spell, and yeah, that just kind of sucks. But fortunately, he didn't get the Eaglin effect and stuff, so little bird's go into defense mode there, and Spellbound is going to buy me another turn. We're going to use Shadow Mist effect. We're going, Vion's effect to drop the Denier there. Then we're going to be able to banish the Shadow Mist. I sided out one of the Shadow Mist since I was going first. I really didn't think I was going to need a second one. So yeah, but we did drop the Denier there. We have the Mally banished over there. So we're going to be able to do some stuff here, trying to decide which path I want to take, because we do have the Polymerization. We also had a Dreadmaster in hand. We go ahead and make Cross Crusader, special summon out our Disc Commander so that we can go ahead and draw 2 cards. I really like being able to do that. I miss being able to do that. Then we're going to tribute it off to add Plasma to our hand, even though I don't feel like, I don't know, I was in a position to where I could summon Plasma. We're going to go ahead and Destiny draw there, sending off the Dreadmaster to draw 2 cards. We draw into the Feather Duster. We're able to get rid of the field spell and the back row that he had back there, which I can't remember what the back row is, but now we're going to start going into our Mally plays with Denier and such. And, here's where, make that critical decision. Do I want to summon Plasma, or do I want to, make DPE and such thing? And I ended up deciding not to go Plasma just because I didn't feel like he had enough attack, or I was more worried about the field spell tributing off my Plasma, which I guess I shouldn't have been worried about it, because, the chances of him having the field spell and having, a bird, the big bird and stuff in his hand just seemed like pretty low. So, but trying to decide what to do here. whether I want to make dominance and try to alter draws. And we do end up making dominance here. And I guess like the plan was to alter my draw in order to be able to draw cards with what's his name, with this commander on the next turn, on my opponent's turn. So as you can see, we do put the Drolling Lockbird as our second draw. Let's just go ahead and try to make sure, because I want to make sure that I am going to be able to make DPE here. We're going to link, or actually we don't link, we go attack. And oh man, I think that's actually kind of like where I kind of messed up, because I forgot I was going to get the draw with, oh no, I did it on purpose so that I could draw with dominance, draw the Destiny Hero monster so that I could fuse and make DPE. And now I'll be able to draw the Drolling Lockbird with dominance. So we're going to pop his little bird, pop our dominance. We're going to be able to special summon monsters with dominance's effect, and including, you know, the draw 2 from our Disc Commander and our Dreadmaster. And I think like the problem ended up being here is like the way like all the chains and everything resolved, I wasn't able to activate the Drolling Lockbird like quite during the time that I wanted to be able to, because of the way, you know, everything's resolving and going off. So yeah, so like, see, he's doing his little bird effect now. So he's going to be able to tribute them off and summon off. And even though he's able to add with Impin, he didn't actually add with the other little bird. So it makes the chain not resolve right the way I wanted to, because it wasn't Rabina, it was Toucan, I think, instead of Rabina. So he didn't add anything, so I had to wait till afterwards. But now he's able to get the big bird out there. I've already used DPE's effect. None of them can be destroyed by battle anyway because of Dreadmaster's effect, and they're all Destiny heroes except for Cross Crusader, but his attack is being reduced so much that, you know, he's not able to attack over the Cross Crusader. But yeah, I flipped my DPE in attack position, and yeah, then he flips up the trap card. And I guess before I did anything, I probably should have just tribute off my guys for plasma there before he flipped up the trap card, since, you know, and she learned use my player priority to summon DPE. And yeah, this is gonna end up completely messing me up here. Comes the riser down. I can't use my DPE's effect because he's in face-up attack position now because of the Impin. So as y'all can see, you know, like I said, I could have won this match. I just completely blew it. You know, y'all saw me, I added my plasma back with my decider effect, and I should have just normal summoned plasma. Yep, and that would have got me the game, because even if he did flip up the trap, you know, none of the birds and everything are getting their effects or anything like that. And yeah, I think actually, yeah, because Impin only negates activated effects, so plasma would have been fine out there on the board. And yeah, just messed it up, as I still try to make some kind of play here. But you know, yeah, Impin negates Wonder Driver, as I'm just like linking and doing stuff here. It's just like, it's not gonna work or do anything. We use Vion to dump Vion, and yeah, it's just not doing much here, because even if we do add the polymerization here with the Impin's effect to be able to reduce attack, or to like half the attack of my monsters, like not even the Dread Decimator would be able to help me get out of this. But we do decide to go ahead and summon the plasma. We try to absorb the, or to equip the, what's his name, the riser, but he has a quick play spell to go ahead and banish it off the board. So, you know, my plasma target disappears, and now I don't have enough attack to get over the Impin either. So yeah, completely blew that match. Should have started off my turn by Should have started off my turn by whatchamacallit. Should have started off my turn by summoning plasma instead of switching my DP into act position. And then at the end there, you also see that I had sided out Dynatag, which I could have just dumped with Foolish Burial there, and plasma would have had 2,900 attack, and I would have been able to attack over the Impin. But yeah, I just completely blew that. I could have won it, went undefeated with Destiny Hero Pure. But the dream dies there in the finals because of multiple play mistakes and bad siding errors and just multiple things that went wrong for me. But you know, it is what it is. I appreciate everybody for staying a while to listen, and I will catch y'all on the next video.
My wingman, he come through, he level up, he go cool, he shining out and popping to over 9K. That's a breakthrough. Be on top now. Here's a look at